All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is a little late because I just didn't feel like doing it today. But today we're gonna cover some white pills, some Trump goodies instead of Trump bad because there's been a lot of Trump bad to be honest. But we need to reward the boy when he good. So for being a good boy, we're gonna do the video. So your white pill today. Trump is pissing off the banks. Good lad. So, the banks are balking as Trump pushes for 1 year, 10% cap on credit card interest rates. It should be longer than a year, but the fact that they're balking at it is good Trump. Reviving a campaign pledge, President Donald Trump wants a 1 year, 10% cap on credit card interest rates, a move that could save Americans tens of billions of dollars, but drew immediate opposition from an industry that has been in his corner. He's upsetting them, guys. He's upsetting them. Oh, Trump was not clear in his social media post Friday night. Get out of here. Friday night, whether a cap might take effect through executive action or legislation, though one Republican senator said he had spoken with the president and will work on a bill with his quote unquote full support. Trump said he hoped it would take place January 20th, 1 year after he took office. With strong opposition is certain from Wall Street in addition to credit card companies. Well, no kidding. No kidding. Banks are making the argument that such a plan would most hurt poor people. Uh, at a time of economic concern by curtailing or eliminating credit lines, driving them to high-cost alternatives like payday loans or pawn shops. I'm sorry. Hang on, hang on. Are they under the delusion that a payday loan No, this is retarded. This is absolutely retarded. No, we can't. If you do this, we can't offer them any credit. Then what are you doing? I mean, you're gonna make money. You're just not gonna make a killing. Like 10% is still 10%. Like oh, this is infuriating. If you don't, if you don't let us break their backs, the mafia will do it. Fucking hell! Like, what kind of argument is that? God damn. We will no longer let the American public be ripped off by credit card companies that are charging interest rates of 20 to 30%, Trump wrote on his Truth Social platform. It's like, good, good lad. Researchers who studied Trump's campaign pledge after it was first announced found that Americans would save roughly $10 billion in interest a year. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I need to, I'm, $10 billion in interest a year. That is money that does not exist. Does everyone else understand this? That money does not exist. That it is being. It, oh, you are telling people who needed $100 that they need to give you 130. It could happen, but if there's only a demand for $100, you're eventually going to be squeezing the proverbial blood from a rock. And let me tell you something, the blood doesn't actually come from the rock. Oh my gosh, this $100 billion in interest a year of money that should not exist. Not at that fast rate. Like you're supposed to have growth. You're not supposed to have like to the fucking moon growth every year. Like that is insane. That is truly astronomical. And okay, so here's the thing. Your debt exists as long as you don't pay it. And sometimes, even if you don't pay it, it still gets bought and sold by other vendors who are basically saying, "Yeah, we'll have a better job at collecting," and they collect at a discount. That's the entire that's the entire market is we're going to charge this much. We don't know how much of it we're actually going to get back. This 100 billion is completely illusory. Usury is illusory. Repeat that after me. Usury is illusory. It doesn't exist until it's actually paid. That's something you need to understand. And our entire economic model is founded on the hope of fulfilled usury. And it's insane. It's absolutely ass backwards insane. It shouldn't happen. Okay? No economic system can survive on the pledge of usury. Can we all agree on that? So, going back to the article, about 195 million people in the United States had credit cards in 2024 and were assessed 160 billion in interest charges by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Americans are now carrying more debt than ever to the tune of 1.2, oh my gosh, 1.23 trillion. That's insane. That's insane. Holy crap. That is truly that's I'm gobsmacked. Like no one should do this. They are making the case for it. Now I want you to realize something. So money's line's supposed to go up, right? So we have here in 2024 assessed at 160 billion. It would save only 100 billion in interest, tapping it down to so they're still making 60 billion. You understand how that works? Like if my God, my God, that is oh, that is so disgusting. It's not even that I'm doing like the deepest of dives. No, this is cursory. Even at a cursory look, this is absolutely disgusting. This is vile. Oh my gosh, that's significantly higher than a decade ago, where the average credit card interest rate was roughly 12%. In the mid 1990s, okay, this is why, this is why you can't afford a house. This shit right here. This shit right here is why you cannot afford a house. Since federal regulators started tracking credit card rates in the mid 1990s, that's significantly higher than a decade ago, when the average credit card interest rate was roughly 12%. A decade ago, it was 2016. It was 2016, guys. The average credit card rate was 12%. Trump wants to knock it down to 10 because he's a good boy. This is good Trump. This is very good Trump. Very, 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 very good Trump. Now, look at this. A 10% credit card interest cap would save Americans 100 billion a year without causing massive account closures, as banks claim. They are claiming that account closures, my goodness. That's because of the few large banks that dominate the credit card market are making absolutely massive profits on customers at all income levels. Yeah, yes, they are. And it's okay for you to make a profit. You don't need to make a killing. You just don't need to do that. And this doesn't just affect GDP. This affects everything. Debt affects everything. We don't need to live this way. And I'm sorry, but you know what? He's not going far enough. Make it 10% and make it eternal. But at the moment, good Trump. Very good, Trump. Thank you, guys. That's the video. That's really all there is to say. Good Trump. Not he wants to knock it down to 10%. And honestly, if he gets it, it should it should stay there. It should stay there forever. All right, guys. Stay calm. Bye-bye.